Hi. Easy peasy. Wait, does this work? It does. Hi, hello. I was, for some reason, I was choking and I took like double medicine so I wouldn't, but it was weird. I'm chilling now, but I still have, I feel like I still have the voice crack sound when I speak. Dying. Okay, let me see. The game sounds are so loud for no reason. Nah, I mean, I did take medicine. I just don't know why I started to cough and it got worse. But I was outside today for the doctor, so maybe that's why. Oh, I also gave my doctor like.
Paimon coming in! Paimon
Lord,
coming
shut
in!
up.
Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
I I was at the doctor and I decided to give her a heart attack with my actually very valid question, which was, if I rip off my ovaries, will I be healthy? And she looked at me in horror and said, technically yes. That was very funny to me. I should farm something first though. What do I need? These. I need a lot of these actually. Um yeah. I should farm in Fontaine. Mayhaps? Here? Probably. No, I should shuffle this playlist. Smart shuffle? No, just shuffle. What do you mean, smart? Let's play this. Why not? My brain told me to do it. Fuck. I swear I got better. I don't know what is happening.
Let me scry! Fate is upon you! Goose on the loose!
Crazy gameplay. Only because. Well, maybe I could farm something useful other than that. Hey, what is her talents? How many can I craft? Never mind. Oh, I can keep it for that. Scarlet will obtain the rehab diet effect, restores HP. Oh, her like overtime heal is based on her attack. Oh, her attack is low as hell. But I'm not going to act like I can afford better stuff because I have absolute ass. Yeah. Wait, does she even need more crit rate? No. Okay, let's try it. Let me see. Just go to, I don't know, attack actually. Okay, and now to crit damage. Fucking cunt. It's the same. More energy recharge though. You know what? Sure. Wait, I could change Farinas then. Right? Oh, lower crit rate. What is her crit rate? 70. I mean... Hmm. Oh, it doesn't have energy recharge. Never mind. I don't want this. It's S. The council has decided bull removal. Where does the event start? Ain't running through my head. ¿Por qué te vas? Go to quest. An overnight fantasy land. Okay, I'm gonna see how many characters are unvoiced. And I might use Chinese Chinese voiceover, but I will read it instead. I'm a look. Okay. Yeah, lucky, because I have mayonnaise. No, I have mustard at home. You will be doomed. Okay, go lay down. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Whatever, it's 19 right now. Okay, so I have a pill in an hour. Go lay down. Paimon remembers that the gem merchant said he would use the rocks to make some... Oh wait, this is some side quest. Wait, let me ask about this. Wait, no. Same Kenny to fucking Charlotte. Okay, don't trigger the quest. Oh wait!
Hey, there's a newsstand over there. Want to grab a copy of the Steambird? We know our Fontainian friends love a little drama. There's no way they let their readers down. Isn't that Charlotte? And standing next to her, surely that can't be Kanich?
I know that Kenneth Ifa and Kenneth and Ifa are voiced, but and Escoffier.
How about... Lost treasure resurfaces at last. Behold the beauty of the Remurian teacup.
Oh yeah, she doesn't like, hold up, this one's a gem. Illegal restaurant called Serving Saurian Stew. Proves surprisingly popular.
Pretty shocking. But it still feels like it's missing something. Ah, got it. Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. Set to miss cross-border smuggling trial.
Oh yeah, I did see that. It was in the trailer and it sounded like someone from like Albedo stabbed him. Clickbaited. Oh my, that can't be for real. Fine, I had to admit it, but you won this one.
Huh? What?
Chonkers! Chonky! Chonky!
Did Paimon hear that right? Neuvillette was stabbed and gravely wounded?
No?
No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
Surely not. If it is, we are all toast. Oi, Chonkush. Chonkush. Chonkush wants to play, and he hurts me. I thought I had familiar voices. Well, if it isn't Shilin and Paimon. It's hard not to hear Paimon when she yells like that. What a coincidence. Mr. Kinnage and I were talking about you two just a few minutes ago. Unfortunately for me, he's a very loyal friend. I pressed him for some juicy details, but he remained tight-lipped about you. So, anything you want to share with me about the great Chilino's triumphant exploits in Netland? It was a team effort. Modest as ever. I wonder how much is she talking, because the silence is killing me. Chonkosh. Oh wait, I didn't read, I zoned out. Anyway, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, sorry. Let me backtrack a little. Hi you two, it's been ages, what brings you back to Fontaine?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
What a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, that, and also a less than Saurian meat restaurant and the Udix getting stabbed? Please say you weren't being serious.
Oh, Dad, we were just trading tabloid headlines. Is that what you're talking about?
Trading tabloid headlines?
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most ridiculous fake news stories.
Wait, I didn't know he had like piercing like this and a little braid.
Either I got lucky,
But I
or I have
just
a
thought that
knack for
he's
honing in on
ugly
the
and
most
I
outrageous
didn't pay much
material.
attention further. I'm sorry you had to see such an unflattering side to Fontaine, Mr. Kinnage. These third-rate tabloids rate their headlines purely to shock and scandalize. All they care about is grabbing your attention to boost the sales. What the hell? The ones who still got a shred of integrity will at least clarify the truth in the main body of the article, although the misleading headline is still an underhanded trick to draw readers in. But others, like the one we were just reading aloud, have no qualms about making outright fabrications.
If I had to quantify it, I'd say about 1% of what they write is the truth.
Are you good at math? That's pretty lenient of you, Mr. Kinnage.
Him? Lenient? Oh, you gotta be kidding! Ah!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for occasionally including a grain of truth. All I'm saying is,
Donkey.
even the wildest leaps of the human imagination are always rooted in reality.
My cat is upset. I think he knows I want to be home tomorrow, entire day. Listen. It hurts. It really does.
You mean all those fake headlines you mentioned actually do have some basis in fact?
Sure they do. For instance, there was in fact a smuggling trial recently.
And how the hell do you know that?
Considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods, it's no wonder there are rumors about restaurants serving saurian meat or teacups being unearthed from ancient ruins. But in reality, the goods in question were simply a few ancient relics dug up from ruins in Natlan. Rest assured, no saurians were harmed in the process.
Okay, I suppose. And if you are wondering why the Udix didn't preside over the trial, it's because this case was assigned to another judge. Right from the offset. It's not as if the Palais Memoria only has one judge. We can expect Monsieur Nouvillette to handle every single case himself. On a more interesting note, the trial in question went remarkably smoothly, and it is all thanks to Mr. Kinnage's testimony as a key witness.
Oh, okay. Paimon was so busy freaking out about those headlines that she totally forgot to ask why you're here in Fontaine, Kinich.
It was all a misunderstanding. They were going to end. Maybe not, but it would be an even better world for me if Mr. Kinnage here would agree to another exclusive interview with the Steam Bird.
It was a pretty
I
open and
hate
shut
Steam.
case, and my testimony in court was clear enough. But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, that you're less interested in the case than you are in trying to uncover some news stories about Natlan.
Maybe. You saw right through me. Guess I will put down to the keen instincts of a renewed saurian hunter. And any response to that?
I appreciate your kind invitation, but like I said, storytelling isn't really my forte.
Now Chunkers is cleaning himself like I'm dirty or something. Stupid.
Kinich the speechless! Kinich the tongue-tied!
I don't like him.
Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the Traveler instead?
Back to me again. Is there much to it of a choice? I wonder what happened. Oh, it's one of the cats walking around the car. Okay. Does she have a driver license? Of course, that's a brilliant idea. but it also means I'll need a bit more time to prep. Let me put together a thorough list of interview questions. Sounds like I'm not allowed to review, so... Well, I know I can be persistent, but at the end of the day, it's your call. Anyway, I should probably be getting back to work. I also need to go track down a guestinaire and report these increasingly outrageous tabloids. Farewell, my friends, until we meet again. Sure.
Charlotte never stops, does she?
Let's not. The silence is deafening.
Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That owl thing that popped out before, or was it a howl? It kind of looked like a howl, but at the same time...
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that was a howl.
Dragos.
Huh? What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's way quieter than before. It's like he's trying to hide or something.
Maybe he's not acclimatizing very well to Fontaine.
Could be.
Not acclimatizing? Aw, poor Almighty Dragon Lord is not feeling well.
Wait, it's a dragon. Maybe it's scared of Nuvilat. like Zhengli.
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
What do you mean?
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a strange law we learned about after arriving in Fontaine.
Is it the floating objects?
Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Oh, I get it now. And I'm sure Paimon gets it even better.
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kanich holds onto a house tail, he'll be considered an Almighty Dragon Lord balloon, not a flying Almighty Dragon Lord.
I was hoping it would be something about Nuvilat. Not gonna lie, I forgot about that rule.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a How wasn't too thrilled with the idea of huffing and puffing away in the form of a mini helium balloon. That said, it's pretty
Chunky.
annoying how he keeps randomly popping up all of a sudden. Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside the city soon.
Okay, where's
Something
Zifa?
to do with filmmaking. I hear that's all the rage here. I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway, so I think I'll go check it out.
Can they not flash me like this?
It'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. He might even learn a thing or two.
Oh, cool.
If you're free, why don't you come along?
Sure, seeing a how angry always makes my day.
I know where it is, so let me lead the way.
Like, my choices really don't matter. How annoying is that? Okay, take a stroll with Kinich. Stroll? Junkers, can you behave? For like 5 seconds. I need to use both hands. Okay, there's like a quest. I don't want to trigger it. Because I refuse to do quests. Though I started Aranara. And I am... Wait. I did this one now. Yeah, I don't know how many I did. How do we even check this? Can you check it in here? I learned all these songs. But I don't know. I feel like I did more than 5 quests.
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential
Please don't talk. I love you,
The
but
sky is clearing up.
where?
Looks like I remembered correctly. Here we are.
Body. I wonder if it will stay like this for the sake of Escoffier, or they will just remove it after the event.
Yeah. It was still
Hey.
completely deserted only a few days ago when I passed by on my way to testify at the Opera House. There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite impressive.
A few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap, ta-da! But
Okay.
is this all it takes to blow people away? Oh, no, no, no. Given my
Hey,
past experience, I
who
can't let myself
cares?
get carried away.
Fuck. There's something oddly familiar about the way you talk.
Well, I can't believe you actually remember me. It's me, Lepine Pauline. That's right, the unlucky one.
I don't know if I remember her. Good to see you again. The prototype lens has come in handy, by the way. Been keeping yourself busy with some proper work lately? Was it with the Chevreuse cutscene, or?
Of course! How else would we have managed to build Fantasyland in a single night?
I genuinely don't remember her. It must have been the Furina Chevreuse
Fantasyland?
event.
At least that's how I like to think of it myself. A magical land of fantasy, the stuff of film buffs' dreams. I know it sounds like I'm laying it on thick, but that really is the goal here. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontainian filmmaking, a place for all film lovers to come together and co-construct a world of dreams.
I can already know. I already know what kind of minigames it's going to have.
Co-construct? Well, that's a relief. Sounds like you're sharing the cost this time rather than pouring your entire life savings into a single project.
Nope! I might be inviting others to help fund this, but that doesn't mean I haven't thrown all my life savings into it too.
I think I relate.
Huh? You've got to be kidding.
Chunky.
Look at you, puny little humans. Recklessly betting your entire future against some stupid vanity project. If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on! Mockery is all you shall get, straight from the heart!
She's so unabused.
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Hey.
Gizmoid? Who you calling Gizmoid? You're the Gizmoid!
I need him to get deleted from the
Quite a
game.
nifty mecha you've got yourself there. Is it some sort of smart personal assistant? You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Who knows? Maybe you could even look into mass production.
Mass production? Ugh, insolent, vulgar, and disrespectful!
As she should, honestly. Fuck you.
I
don't like
am
a
the
hoe.
Dragon Lord, and one of a kind! There has never been another like me, nor will there ever be! And another thing, smart is the understatement of the century! I shall have you know that I am Kahulahau, forebear of ancient wisdom! I lived for eons long before any of you were born!
Who asked?
What? Heavens above! I beg your pardon, forebear of ancient wisdom. Please, I meant no offense.
Wait, 28th is what day? I just realized. Let me check. It's Wednesday. Question mark? Wait, so what kind of classes I have this week? I have no concept of time. It's sometimes really scary.
Idiot meets idiot.
Okay, 21st. Proper names and translations. English for diplomats. Who cares? I have classes until 8 p.m. on Friday. Yeah, I don't know about that. Honestly, I don't think I will go. What the fuck?
What's all the fuss?
Nothing voiced.
Making some new friends, are we?
Okay, I will not change to Chinese then.
Miss Navia!
My queen.
Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Oh, she's so fancy. Let's go,
Well,
girl.
hello, everyone.
You go,
Partner,
girl.
Paimon, how have you been lately?
Oh, my trusty partner. Very well, thanks. Even better know that you're here. My
Hello
partner.
there. I'm Kenichi.
Who asked?
What about me? What about me? My useless servant can't even give me a proper introduction.
You think
Where
someone
is
yelling their
Ifa?
name out in the middle of a public street really
Bruh.
needs an introduction?
He's not wrong. I caught yours just now, in fact. So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh no.
See that? That's what I call proper manners.
Well, you didn't. You don't have manners, though.
Well,
It's so
well,
weird.
it's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. Navia, was it? Excellent. You may address the almighty Dragon Lord by his name. Navia, don't you think the title Almighty Dragon Lord is a bit silly?
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they? I mean, try to puff themselves up to look more impressive.
A house literally being treated like a little cuddly pet.
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia and the Spina di Rosula that Fantasyland's gotten up and running in the space of a
Wait, she said it like it's normal for animals to talk. Running in the space of a single night.
Honestly, thank heavens! After all that paperwork and endless waiting, the event and venue finally got the green light.
Where is Ifa?
Couldn't wait a moment longer. The second the approval came through, I
Don't
reached out to
care.
President Navia, hoping she could lend a hand. After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula would indulge such impulsive demands?
Sorry, traveler. Miss Lapine Pauline sometimes gets a bit overwhelmed by her own excitement, as you can see.
Yeah, pretty much so.
I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about the event yet, so let me fill you in.
Chunkers? Okay, I need to keep an eye, because he went on the floor.
In short, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is a fan convention that's
Chunky.
open to film enthusiasts from all over Teyvat. Miss Lapine Pauline is hosting this event and also providing technical support.
Huh? Cheval Moran?
Cheval Marin?
That's right. The one and only Surintendant Cheval Moran.
Okay, well, I guess I can sit comfy then. Since he's gone. And such a bad mom. Wait, I could use controller then, maybe? Maybe my arms won't die in like a split second, I hope. See how that goes. Oh, I would have to leave the dialogue though.
After much persistence and many solicitations,
I forgot how it
finally
works.
obtained Lady Farina's permission to use the image of her close friend.
Ooh.
Not only is our adorable mascot drawing in fans by the minute, but she's also boosting her own popularity. And that was always the goal. A win-win arrangement.
It's been a while since we last met, but still, it's a surprise to hear Lapine Pauline coming out with such sensible ideas. By the way, Miss Lapine Pauline, have you decided to switch careers and go into film tech?
Who was she before?
Not exactly. By chance, one of the prototype lenses I developed caught a photographer's eye, and it's now being used for the latest cinematic productions.
Can you give us a throwback?
Thanks to this unexpected opportunity, I've had the chance to invent various film-related equipment and props.
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lapine Pauline, our resident engineer. She's the technical powerhouse at the core of this entire event. As for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care of planning, operations, and management. For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth, Miss Lapine Pauline and I will provide the necessary technical and operational support once their application has been approved. By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking part?
Just for you.
It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income. Plus, with your skills, I'm sure you could bring something special to the table.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were to say, throw in one of those fancy feasts she's seen in those gourmet food reels.
Yeah, right. We will meet Escoffier, Effie.
Well, as it happens, that'll be a piece of cake. Everyone needs to eat, whether they be tourists or the stall owners themselves. So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef, Miss Escoffier, to run our
Escoffier.
restaurant.
Escoffier. Okay.
Look over there!
Oh yeah, it's like with Remine.
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio! Get it right next time, or you might as well just lie down on the chopping board yourself.
Okay, Magda Gessler. Escoffier. Escoffier. A famous chief of and pioneer of Fontaine's precision gastronomy, a culinary movement that takes the rigorous precision and quantitative methods that are routine in scientific experimentation. She is both a genius and a stickler. Alright.
She seems a bit busy right now.
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make a How go be her assistant.
You little... What's your game here?
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you, but there's an issue over here that requires your personal attention.
Spina di Rosula member.
Apologies. Looks like it's back to work with me. Please feel free to take a gander at what we've got. Anyway, if you're interested in taking part, come find me later.
Sure thing. Okay, I want to change to... Oh, it's here. To controller. I haven't played on controller in so long, but I wanna lay back. Because I'm old and my bones are cranky. And cat left. So I have more space for myself, actually. Okay. Jesus. Gonna use a plushie as a pillow. I got a new plushie and it's like a capybara with what? With a backpack. And it's really adorable. And it wasn't even that expensive. Okay, maybe I should have the game on the other screen. What the fuck? Okay, make it be here. Okay. Making some changes to my desktop. To my desk. Not desktop. Okay, like this. Let's go. Leave, we're going. Lapine Pauline.
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now, but I assure you it is entirely necessary.
Is it now? I need to fix the cam too. I have to change how my setup looks later.
The sheer lack of standards here will be the death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm gonna get with how lax things are at the moment? The ones that leave their guns behind by accident and then come back to collect them later, bringing ammunition with them.
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry.
I like her voice. I wasn't exactly listening to her speak when I played because I was doing quests or just doing dailies.
Oh.
So I had the music playing.
Wait, has that happened before?
Wait, what was the... Oh, the guns, right.
No, it's just the mention of guns reminded me. Someone did actually leave their gun nearby.
Don't give it to a how at all cost.
Just before we started setting up, as we were cleaning up the site, someone stumbled upon a mysterious locked box.
And there was a gun, of course.
It didn't look like something from Fontaine, though. It had more of a Natlanese vibe.
Aoife has a gun.
Oh?
Do you think a foreign tourist might have left it behind?
That's what I assumed at first. But the box was buried beneath a pile of wooden planks, rocks, and whatnot, so it seemed like someone deliberately hid it there. But I didn't see much point in speculating, so the best thing I could think of was to hand it over to the authorities. I trekked all the way over to the Palais Mermonia just to hand it in. Ugh, it was exhausting.
Why didn't you just leave it be?
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a molehill, as usual. Before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, they had several heated discussions about whose responsibility it was to write the lost and found notice. Thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Phantom to crack the lock and check if there were any dangerous items inside.
We are meeting Chlorine.
And, as it turned out, there was a gun.
Wow, that's a dangerous item, all right.
Mind if I ask what kind of gun it was?
As if she knows.
Oh yeah, Mr. Kanich, you're from Natlan, aren't you? Do you know a lot about guns?
You could say it comes with the job.
What an odd
I have an
thing to
interest in
say.
weaponry and the like.
Such a spoiled brat. What, are the toys I gave you not good enough for you anymore?
Yep, got sick of those long ago.
You little... Don't dare you turn your nose up at my gifts! Why,
Time for a timeout, old-timer.
Old timer.
Sorry, where were we?
There was a comic
Oh, yeah.
I saw on
Do
Tumblr
you
with
recall what the
Kinich
gun
and a
looked like?
how. And it was actually kind of sad because how took over of Kinich's body finally, and then he was like, "Oh, now I will rule the world" or something. And then he was like, "Kinich, was it always this lonely for you?" No. What do you mean? No. Okay, my bad for moving.
It's a bit hard to describe. If you ask me, it didn't even really look like a gun. Oh,
Stupid.
give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch.
Them adding in these like thought bubbles and exclamation marks and all that stuff as an expression
Something like this.
is so weird in Genshin. I don't like it.
Whoa, it's so neat and precise.
Sketched by a professional engineer, after all.
It's nothing.
Here we go.
Sorry. Is something wrong with my drawing? I I know it doesn't really look like a gun, but I assure you, this is exactly what it looked like.
Then how did they know it was a gun?
And it certainly could shoot as well, too. I confirmed that with the
Oh.
officer from the Marechaussee Phantom.
I confirmed that.
No, quite the opposite. The features are very accurate, and it is definitely from Natland. Please, don't mind me. I'm just taking a moment to admire it.
Admire. Ifa. Thanks a lot, Lepine Pauline. Can't wait for the event to get started.
I should be the one thanking you. Thank you, and everyone else for your support.
Lord, this plushie is so uncomfy to pose as a pillow. What the hell? Okay.
Don't mention it. Besides, we haven't really done anything.
Not at all. The buzz and excitement you guys bring is exactly what this event needs. Oh dear, I'm starting to feel a bit guilty watching everyone else toil away. Guess it's about time I got back to work too. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
Okay, bye. Bye. Seems like Kinich has something to say. Let's go find a quiet spot. She left. After saying goodbye to...
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun.
You and Kinich find somewhere you can chat. It looked ancient.
Correct. It's most likely an old weapon dug up from some ancient dragon ruins.
Wasn't it like one of the tabloid clickbait?
Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. But in Fontaine terms, it's not wrong to call it a gun. Given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like this, out of the blue? I suspect this gun might have something to do with that smuggling case. It might have slipped through the cracks.
Yeah, the smuggling case they mentioned from the tabloids.
Time is of the essence, so I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my suspicions. Perfect.
Wait, what did
Then
I
we can-
say? I think I will join you. Perfect, then we can head out right away.
Or, if you want to catch up with your friends first, I can wait.
Well, who's in here besides Navia? Oh, wait, I suppose we do know Escoffier now. Escoffier. I think one of the recommended quests was her story quest. My bad, I suppose.
Traveler, it's you!
Clever.
Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew?
Let's do this. Let me get a few other things in order first.
No problem. We'll be ready when you are.
And Escoffier.
The fresh vegetables from the new batch are exceptional quality. I just wish I could say the same about the new staff.
Oh, that's all? Well, I suppose you have to do her quest to get her talking. I pulled her because she reminds me of Magda Gessler. And she's pretty. Wait, okay, that's how you open the map. Okay. Can we meet Aoife already? I am am impatient. Impatient. Wait, wrong side. How did I not notice them?
Oh man.
Blind ass.
Bro!
Why would you say that?
Are you mimicking me? Now's not the time. Come on.
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Interesting.
Eva, what brings you to Fontaine?
My brain erased existence of Auroran. I guess it was trying to protect me.
Huh? How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit about that.
My beautiful wife that looks like Perry the Platypus that I didn't manage to get.
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on, Aoife.
What?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Shut up. Though I was like scrolling through Twitter, I think, and I saw art of Auroran and Varessa, but they were naked and suddenly they look good. Like, if you undress them, they are like bearable, I suppose, to look
Fair
at.
point. Anyway, back on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
His voice isn't like... Because some English voices have this like annoying S sound, and it genuinely irritates my ears.
Why are
This...
For vegetables.
Cuckoo. Huh?
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland. Wait, is that right?
Probably is.
It's Cheval Moran.
Oh, my bad.
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland.
Oh, he was close enough.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here.
It's okay.
Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natlan, which is why Aoife and I are here.
So, you guys are vegetable couriers?
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult.
Yeah.
It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come along.
Oh wait, right, I forgot his soul is incomplete. And they treat him...
Even though it's your first time too.
Right, but they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
I need to take photos of him. I won't see him for a while after
Don't
this.
you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
Can they stop talking?
In theory, nothing at all.
I mean, just Auroran. Auroran, shut the
In
fuck
that
up.
case, guess I better start over. Hi guys, my name's Aoife, and I just turned 5.
Nice to meet you, little bro.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is anymore. So, what about Kakuku?
Oh, he was probably the flying object.
If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried.
They arrested him.
Aoife, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now even without Kakuku.
Guys.
You think that's what I'm worried about?
Guys, I don't like what is happening on my screen.
Anyway, my priority right now is Kakuku.
Kakoko.
Suffice it to say, Kakuku's in big doo-doo.
Okay, go on, 5-year-old Ifa.
How so? He's so small, and all he knows are a few harmless phrases. What kind of trouble could he even get himself into?
Lying.
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't
At least
interrupted
it's
us
quiet.
this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I've put him on mute until tomorrow.
You can do that, and you never did.
Nice
I
one.
knew Mavuika could.
If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku so he didn't get a chance to go flying off.
I guess that's what flying objects do.
Oh no, bro. Or rather, did Kakuku get caught by the guards for flying around?
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into that building next door. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak. Just like one of those cool crime movies.
Which building?
He's paying a visit to Nouvillette. Okay, gonna fix the cam again.
That one?
Yup,
Let's
that's
meet
the
with
one.
Novi.
Kakuku sure has a good eye for a getaway. It's the tallest building around. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while.
Girl, we
As
were
for
just
Aoife,
walking.
Well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian. Sorry about that.
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Betty the platypus.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly?
I love you, Perry the platypus.
Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here. Like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. It's pretty worrying. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important documents are flying about left, right, and center.
Just walk in. You know these people.
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku. He's always been such an awesome Saurus. I believe in him.
In other words, right now in this building, there could be not one awesome Sauruses, but two.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make light of something like that.
Did he spend too much time with Ifa?
Alright.
Why is he
Everyone's
talking
an
like
awesome
this?
Saurus. Well, the human version. But our priority right now should be to go in there and check up on Kakuku.
As it happens, Kinichi and I were just heading over to the Palace Memoria for something else.
Leave it to us.
You sure? Wow, awesome. That'll be a huge help.
Stupid ass.
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
Let's not do that.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
Are they fucking or something? Is this
Well,
something we don't
then
know?
It's your call, bro.
All right then. If Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
There you go. If he objects to that, tell him to come find us.
He won't. Trust me.
Miley. This is going to be Nouvillette. Because what else could happen in here? Okay, so Melusine,
Nothing new there. The first few days of every month are always noisy.
the quest. Blech.
What's all that commotion? Are they arguing in there?
Okay, they don't talk, I suppose. There are strange sounds coming from Monsieur Nouvillette. Riosley is here, of course he is.
No way, bro!
Why are they introducing him to me? Allegedly, he has quite the understanding of human language and enjoys imitating if a speech and mannerism in any, even if you talk to him enough, he would sure end up viewing you as his bruh.
Did he say he came from Natlan? No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh, poor boy.
Oh no.
For real now. Hey, Kakaku. What was his name? Kakuku.
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again. Oh, you know one another.
He's a bro. He's a bro. A bro.
He's a friend, yeah. A Saurian friend, let's say.
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Was what?
For real?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out?
You can stay.
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kanich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial? I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
He's a judge. Like,
So you've met Neuvillette before? But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
I've seen his photo in the papers.
oh.
But as for this other gentleman,
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Risley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden.
Prison warden?
Please, feel free to share anything about the case. There's no need to keep anything from him.
Pleasure to meet you.
Bruh.
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Oh wow, oh no!
Oh, he's like broke.
I believe he said, or rather, I suppose he meant, that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Dovi, I love you.
Sure thing, bro!
And his heart is together again. It's whole. This is all a bit strange, but they really are a great pair of awesome. Sorry.
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
yes. Let me fill you in.
Cases Neuvillette and Riosley about Lepine Pauline finding the gun. Neuvillette makes inquiries with the relevant personnel, and sure enough, they locate the books and the gun that Lepine spoke of.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marechaussee
We are in a room with all 5-star males in the past 2 years. How amazing is that?
We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Ridesley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation request. Don't you worry.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais...
Oh, not that. fuck? How do I leave?
Lost and found notice hasn't been written up yet. In other words, the news hasn't leaked.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation or you need my help, feel free to reach out anytime.
That goes for me too.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention. If there's any news, we'll keep you all posted.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Marvelous. Thank you all. Marvelous. Thank you all.
Oh.
Well then, all that's left is to...
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from?
A couple of top bros from Natland.
Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kakuku qualifies as a flying object.
That is a flying animal.
And, following on from our conversation just now, he also needs to sign a confidentiality agreement. Drafting said agreement may take some time.
Oh, look at that, how much I missed you. Goofy.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kakuku. Excited?
I can help pass a message on to his friends.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
Didn't mention it.
All right then, we better get going. No need to see us off.
Yeah, you guys have fun with Kakuku. Kakuku.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Nadland would soon start showing up all over the world. But I hadn't expected anything like this.
It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
You can say that again, bro.
The same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your curiosity about Natlan and Mr. Kakuku, was it not?
I like how he refers to Kakuku as Mr.
Guilty as charged. Nothing gets past you.
How cute.
So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little more? We've got the world's best translator on hand, after all.
Sure thing, bro.
Let's tell Eva that Kakuku is not getting out anytime soon. Kakuku. Oi. Hello, Eva. Hello, Perry.
Aurora and Eva, we found Kakuku.
What's the situation? How bad is it?
He found new bros. There's some good news and some bad news.
Oh no. When I saw that Kakuku wasn't with you, I'd already prepared myself for the worst.
Man, he didn't die.
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kakuku just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make their own choices in life.
Right.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
But he's got arrested.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
I mean, yet. Even had an interesting chat with some veritable VIPs.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
But he's under an investigation to either be classified as a flying object or not.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not that bad. Kakuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so he has to stay at the Palais Mermonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
You just have to wait a bit longer. What
All
about
right.
flying object?
That doesn't sound too bad after all. Wow, hearing that's put my mind to rest.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kakuku actually gets out.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
The way Auroran speaks makes me feel uneasy. He did not talk like this. Was it because Citlali was there to be dumb? Probably.
Anyway, Auroran and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Alright, bruh.
Yay! Problem solved! Alright, let's catch up another day.
Bobo. An overnight fantasy. 20? Wait, is there no minigames? Oh, there is recommended quests. Yeah. Right. I should start doing quests. I was like so burnt out with Genshin before. Tomorrow Exchange. Now I'm burnt out with Hungry Star Rail. And no Genshin. I will see how it goes after I get the Hyacinth. Oh, my monitor is so far from me. I couldn't see. I should really get glasses, but I spent 460 today at the doctor. So no glasses this month again, I suppose. And that was just for the doctor. I still need to buy the meds. I bought... For now I only spent 88 for the medicine. But I had to order the missing boxes.
Ban on flying objects should be over by now. Let's head over to the Palais Mermonia to see how Kakuku's doing.
Are they best bros now? Go to the Palais Memoria. Wait. I don't... Having so little wishes now feels so bad. I used to have like 500 or something. But then I was wishing her Foca's weapon and Navia's weapon. And I lost twice. Oh, can you just say already? Fuck you on, green boy.
Hey everyone, we're here! Oh hey, my little dudes! Good morning!
Morning, little dude.
Oh wow, Kakuku's learned a new greeting! Is that good news or bad news though?
If I'm gonna like it, I think.
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time?
What about the agreement?
Get out of here!
I think that means no.
Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
Why is this blanket annoying? Girl.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kakuku's not the only one that Mr. Risley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
Oh.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
So,
Okay.
what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were preparing to pack up and leave Natland.
What does it mean?
He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
Act 2.
Boss, do we know if those Fontainians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie.
Banol.
It's all supply and demand, kids. Supply and demand. Natlan's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a market for it, you'll see.
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie. Just do your job and keep an eye on the goods.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business?
Do you really think so?
Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty. Not exactly your typical merchant. Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
Do I have to sneak up with him? What? No, did I fucking jinx it or something?
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
Where next? Mr. Kinich. Diversion. Wait, it marks me here though. He is small. How can you not grab it? Stupid. My bad. Go away, you smell.
Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside the box. It's illegal to smuggle such items outside Natlan.
I think it's illegal to do shit like that in general.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all.
Chahal.
Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform port security.
Yes. Chahal. Chahal did something wrong. Execute.
So anyway,
Electro.
that was when I went and told the Fontainian guards about my suspicions.
Execution.
After an investigation and a chase, they finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Well,
Good job, Gnitch.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now,
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passersby.
That's only natural, don't worry. There was a guy on a ship looking for stuff around.
in other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Sounds like Mr. Kakuku wants to chime in?
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
It's a good observation. I quite agree.
They look like fathers of this thing.
However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
It came from ancient Natlanese dragon ruins, a lost object that was picked up. Jesus fucking. Maybe dumb. This is a relic left behind by Natlan's ancient dragon civilization. It's a genuine antique, so it must be a graph of great value. Other subject that was picked up. A genuine treasure lost by the roadside, yet still it remains unreported and unclaimed. It was buried under a junk. It doesn't seem like an accident now. It's as if someone left it there on purpose. Bait? Why would someone just leave such a valuable antique out in the middle of nowhere? Was there a plan for someone to come pick it up? Wait. This doesn't sound right. Oh.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Huh? Oh wow, no way, bro.
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases.
I need to draw them. I was so busy with this Chinese stuff. I didn't really do anything for myself. Maybe I will draw tomorrow.
When they
I'm
demand their
back.
ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Yeah.
Sounds plausible.
Ooh. Wait. This raises the stakes to a whole new level. If the guy really was some kind of ransom, then since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so does that mean they executed the hostage?
I shouldn't laugh, but Ham, stay calm. We haven't heard of any missing people.
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands.
Yeah.
Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just ask for cash. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. We can discount that possibility for now. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
Transaction? About the seller. The gun was placed in a locked box and hidden away. Clearly, the seller wanted to keep the identity a secret. After receiving the instructions, the buyer would have gone to the designated spot with the money to pick up the goods. To ensure they actually got paid, the seller would likely have been watching the buyer. Before the buyer could show up, the pinpoint informed the goods by chance was setting up the event venue about the incomplete transaction. Due to the unexpected arrival of Fantasyland, the deal has been called off.
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight.
Yeah.
Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there. I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off guard.
Great job, Lepin Pauline.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice. The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads.
Oh yeah, if they make it like it's the most normal thing ever to find a dragon ancient relic. They're just gonna be like, oh, there is a lost relic. If there's a lost gun. If someone is looking for it, like if you wanna pick it up, just come by, I suppose.
And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves.
Did he think about violence? I actually did think about violence.
In that case, I may as well write it myself.
Aww.
Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Is that really a major concern here?
Well,
the bickering.
Looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been posted.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea, if that swings it for you.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich.
It's a like object as well.
Speaking of pets.
Get out of here! Out of here!
Yep, that's the plan. Out of here indeed.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kukuku. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object. As such, he shall be free to move around Fontaine whenever he so pleases.
Aw, let's go!
You're the best, bro! Oh, that really is good news! Travelers, should we bring Kukuku back to Aoife and Auroran?
Of course!
I shall leave him in your capable hands.
No problem, let's keep in touch.
Indeed.
I wonder, I hope Kakuku greets Aoife with, wait, what's it? Good morning, my dudes, I think it was.
You know, all this has made me realize that I'd quite like to have a pet.
If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
Okay.
That actually sounds like a good idea. In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city. The prophecy about the floods meant it never seemed like a worthwhile investment. But now...
This might be a good time for you to re-examine the documents I gave you regarding your title as Duke.
Huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when purchasing property in the court of Fontaine.
Really?
You didn't know you have such a title and you are like, oh, I suppose I have no benefits at all with it.
How about this? You read through your documents from start to finish, while I write up the lost and found notice.
Read the law, dumbass. I kinda wanna play Novelette. Where's my Novelette? Here's my Novelette. Oi? Should I get her though? Or Layla? I like Layla. I mean, I like Shanghai as well, but... Can you load? Oh wait, where are they? So far. Boboy! Boboy woke up. My little baby. There.
How?
Hello.
What now?
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich!
Ugh.
Is he stupid?
Oh, nice dodge.
Paimon feels strangely inclined to keep a safe distance. Did you miss me, bro?
Cuckoo, you're free!
He is!
Not you again. Nope, didn't miss you in the slightest.
Hey, other granny.
Do not fucking call me that.
And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good to see you all. Thanks for bringing Kakuku back.
Get it away! Get it away from me! Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face! I dare you.
Bruh.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet.
Wait, what the fuck? These are earrings? Oh, I think Boboś will sit on my... Chodź! Skakuj!
Let's go find something
Dawaj.
to eat while a How lives his best life.
Dawaj! Sounds good to me.
Poor Hal. He spent all day being tormented by Auroron, only to
Kitu,
discover that the
dawaj,
suffering's just
skocz.
begun.
Oh. I need to see the screen, you know? Yeah, lay down, but I need to see the screen. Thank you very much. Oh, he's on my face.
Eva,
My boob!
as a Saurian
Oh
vet,
god.
how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Okay.
Huh? How am I the bad guy?
Even hear yourself? Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kakuku got out of jail?
Amidst the wreckage, you briefly explain what happened with Kakuku, Tuifa, and Auroran. Hearing that Kakuku now has permission to move around freely, how face got even redder than before.
Don't lose hope, How. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now, too. You're still in the game?
Same standard? I will not be held to the same standard as that thing!
You look worse. Keep quiet.
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand, the Palais Mermonia will want to assess your case on its own merits before they grant you freedom of movement.
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again? I'm gonna march that little pink balloon right into the kitchen!
Yeah, good luck with that, bro. You'll be putting your own neck on the line, too.
Also, there's no such restaurant!
Anyway, thanks for looking after a How, guys. I'll take over from here.
Yeah, like, take him and leave, please.
Why you?
One Kakuku delivered as promised. Looks like we've managed to swap Saurians too.
Between the two, Kakuku wins the cuteness competition hands down.
Getting picky now, huh? Well, Paimon was my cuteness competition.
Really? Thanks!
Aww. Adopt. I like Paimon.
Wait, who are the other contestants, though?
That doesn't matter. Can I pick them?
So now that our crew's back together again, what's our next move? Oh, how about a game of rock, paper, scissors?
They're so easy to entertain.
No chance. If I lose, we'll end up stuck in the room watching films all over again.
Nope. This time, we'll only watch a film if I lose instead.
Had enough too, huh?
For real now? Come on, bro.
Why didn't he say good morning? Yeah, there goes my memory. My dudes.
Can we just
Good
ditch
morning,
this
my
whole
dudes.
leaving it all to chance thing? Why don't we take our fate into our own hands?
Aren't we doing that already? Rock, paper, scissors uses our hands.
Do they share one brain cell?
Don't know why you're laughing. You're stuck with paper every time.
That's fucked up. You don't say that to Kakuku. Wait till 8. Okay, using controller will be harder now. Because my cat is like on top of me. On top of my controller as well. Let's see how that goes.
Notice is up. Maybe we should go hang around the Palais Mermonia to see if anyone shows up to claim it.
Sure, who is the little dum-dum to do so? Oh, we are going like the inside. Let's see how that goes. Shields. There's like achievement for shields. I don't think I've ever done it. But I also have leveled up. Wait, no, I have leveled up 3 shielders now. I wanna level up Noel one day. I wanna level up so many characters. I started leveling up Candace. But this thing pisses me off so bad together. It's not even about the boss drops, it's this fucking flower. I was already losing it before. On someone else, but whom? Wait, who is from Sumeru? Dea uses like... what does she use? This one. Yeah, whatever that is. Pupa. Wait, it's called Pupa? Pupa means like butt in Polish. And I have a humor of a 10-year-old, I suppose. Oh, she has this fuck-ass flower. Then I don't know who else had it. Maybe it was just her and I genuinely gave up. He has like rocks. I don't know. So I suppose it was just her and I couldn't do this anymore.
Looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Ah, hello, you two.
Hi.
Have there been any developments? Okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely that someone would show up right at...
Special Patrol, open up!
Ah! Who's there? What's going on?
Shut up.
The Special Patrol?
I don't think that's who this is.
Someone's knocking on the door. Please, anything but the Special Patrol.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes. Let's go check it out.
Why ask? There's a fucking prison warden.
Good day, all. Gramps, grannies, aunts, and uncles.
What in the Tibet are you doing here, Auroran?
Trolling.
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kakuku's owner?
One of his owners. Kind of. But, bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Can't tell if he's being deadpan or deadly serious. So deadpan means like pretending to be serious?
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the world, I don't think he's our guy.
I apologize for my grandson bursting in like this. No, Pupush.
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door knocking etiquette? That's how they do it in all the films.
That's not door knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol doing their job. Completely different things.
He has the spirit pirate. Leave him alone. He's truly doing his best.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry to show the people inside you had something important to discuss.
Why? Okay, Nathan has fucking motorcycle, DJs and all that shit, and he acts like he doesn't know basic shit like that. Be for real.
Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
No needs.
So, Roran, you said you were here to claim a lost item. What did you lose?
Yeah, so basically...
Orion carefully describes the lost item he's come to claim from the style of the box.
For real now? Oh, come on, bro.
It's arresting my dear grandson what it's come to.
Auroran, be honest now. Were you the one who lost this?
He just wants it, I think.
No, it belongs to a friend.
Why is someone calling me? Hey? What's up? Random ass call.
So it belongs to Aoife?
Of course not. Aoife has his own gun.
Why does he have it then? Aurel, tell us the truth, otherwise we're gonna have to arrest you for real.
All right then. I knew this wouldn't go well.
What did you expect?
So here's what went down. This morning, Eve and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out and visit some of the Court of Fontaine's famous landmarks. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it and sent it over to the Palais Mermonia. But apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers, so he asked us to pretend to be the owners and claim it on his behalf.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He
I'm
didn't
not
even
the one
try.
who feels awkward anyway.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia. Was this individual a Fontaine native?
Yes,
How do you tell?
at least I assume so. He looked like a well-dressed gentleman to me. We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Oh no. Auroran, Paimon thinks you've been tricked. This person might be in cahoots with the bad guys. Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
Uh-huh. How would he know, though?
No way. I'm not that dumb.
Have you seen your entrance? Or...
Huh?
I mean, I love you.
He's not going anywhere. Aoife and Kakuku are keeping an eye on him over at the plaza.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
Nicely done, bruh.
In that case, let's hurry over to where Aoife is. Time to catch that con man and
Wait a minute, I have a question first.
What is it?
Traveler, Paimon. You're pretty famous in Natlan, right?
Oh, we're basically household names. But why do you ask?
Well, it's not just ask. Not just us. Kenichi, Aurora, and Nefatu. We even have the... What's it called? The name.
Would that be a problem?
The ancient name.
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking Auroron to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
It suggests that the person who got Auroron to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kenichi, oh, and of course, Monsieur Nivelette too, stay here for the time being. We'll empty the box, give it to Auroron, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened.
Okay, that
I'll
sounds like a
follow to check
plan.
if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
Being being low key has its advantages.
I think this plan is worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
So I have to go undercover again, right?
You don't really have to do anything, but just don't spill the beans.
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
Did it lag? Oh, why am I him? Actually doing the patrolling.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here. Auroron has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now.
Welcome to Palais Mermonia.
Do I also have to use the elevator? Probably.
Auroron's
Probably.
taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza.
Should we jump down? Wait, what other way is there actually?
Welcome to Palais Mermonia.
It shows only one way, I don't remember. Him go. I mean, if I fail, I can just redo it, I suppose. Okay. Sneaky, sneaky. It. What? I don't even feel bad. You should probably be more discreet.
Nothing suspicious going on here either. Strange. Maybe we're overthinking this?
Oh dear! Oh dear!
pecking! Stop with the pecking!
Argentio?
Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet of yours under control!
The heck are you on about?
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
Yeah, tell him. How fucking dare he?
What the? This thing has a job? So in that land, they just dish out jobs to any old thing.
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either. You're on your own now.
Really, I think he will notice your fat ass if you stay here.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
You're not
Please,
exactly
Mr.
a
Kukuku.
ninja.
Master Kukuku, Lord Kukuku, I meant no offense, I promise.
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now. Let me ask him some questions first.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier? Interesting. I think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was the right approach after all.
Elaborate.
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
So I got it, but I don't remember promising I'd hand it over.
Yeah, just keep it.
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a bit of a liking to it.
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Oh, he's making big deals.
Are you trying to get him to say my life?
How'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you. You should
What
drop
is
the act.
happening?
We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
Cool, bruh.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Dude,
Enough. More than enough.
I don't think you should have done it.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you were just discussing. Truthful answers appreciated, of course.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
Toasty.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has the ability to protect our citizens?
No, I mean, yes, of course they do. Please ask away.
Elaborate.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story from the beginning.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. Such a rare antique, I couldn't resist. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare, old relics, and to be completely honest, if someone's selling, I'm buying.
Bless you,
I don't care to ask where they sourced their goods.
Yeah, Bobo sneezed.
As for the seller of this particular item, well, I've never met him in person. We've had some prior dealings, but always under the cover of coded ads in some shady tabloids. Lost and found notices, missing person ads, that sort of thing. As long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then slipped some mora into the envelope before submitting the ad, it would get published. And that was that. No fuss, no trace. Simple, right? Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet in and out, and instead, I find a whole construction crew at work. That was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again the same way as usual. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself, but said that if I could somehow find a way to retrieve it from the Palais, he'd give me a discount on the price. Of course, it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Are we?
Feeling smug now, are we?
No.
I love you,
please go easy
Kakuko.
on me.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from Natlan, it would make more sense if I could find someone from there to go retrieve it.
C'est Bobosh, yeah.
And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these two young folks wandering around, so I... I'm so very sorry. I underestimated the pair of you.
I suppose they can forgive you.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia. Was he not worried that you'd just split afterwards?
Well, to be honest, though I can't claim to know him very well, he, on the other hand, seems to know my name and where I live.
That is concerning.
Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese weapon. That's probably not the kind of person I want to double-cross.
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr...
Please, just call me Argento.
Argento.
All right, Mr. Argento.
Oh.
Listen very carefully to what I'm about to
Toes.
say. It will determine how much of the rest of your life you'll be spending beneath the waves.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster films? Oh, I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontainian Sea.
Eva looks so unamused.
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case. A trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage, but on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
Why did he do that?
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. Just be sure to let me know all the details. I'm talking time, place, the whole lot.
What if he's watching right now?
If we can catch the other party by doing this,
You're
you'll
gonna
have
be
gone
fucked up.
some way toward redeeming yourself. Understand?
Oh, I see. I understand. You shall have my full and unadulterated cooperation.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais Mermonia will be watching you and ensuring your safety.
And before he dies.
All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. You can go now. As for you two...
Yes.
Protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement. But that would take a lot of time and effort.
Just promise you won't spill the beans, bros.
Such a hassle, bro.
See, Mr. Kakuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, Since you're all friends of the Traveler...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us. And out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Yeah, you heard Uroron.
Oh, I know
Dominique.
this part. We better keep our mouths shut, or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes.
What is he saying?
In that case, I understand completely.
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then be my guest.
As long as they just do what you
Then
want.
it's settled. Thanks for your help. Boy, am I glad that's over. That's enough work for one day. Time to head back.
You hardly did anything! What do you mean?
Wesley's back! Judging by your expression, it must be good news, huh?
Huh?
It went smoothly, on the whole.
But Riosley recounts what's happened. It all makes perfect sense, but somehow it feels like Riosley has closed over a lot of the bro talk.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other party have set up the next stage of the transaction. Then we plan our next move.
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting. I'm just not sure the other party will take the bait so easily.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation over making a profit, he could have walked away as soon as the contraband was brought to the Palais Mermonia. On top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, he seems to have no followers or accomplices, and he's relying on an extremely limited set of options to push the deal along. So, if you ask me, he seems like someone who cares a lot about his image and has a somewhat high opinion of himself, but lacks any real ability. I almost get the feeling that if he misses out on this opportunity, he won't have any other way of making money. His every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel, hoping that the ball will land exactly where he wants it to.
Gambling! Obviously.
Or, I don't know.
Ogre.
Maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air, and our efforts will have been in vain. At least Natlan will get the stolen relic back, so it won't have been for nothing.
True.
In that case, let's hope his arrogance stays in play.
Everyone, I have just briefed the Morachose Phantom on the situation. As soon as there are any further developments, we will act without delay. When that time comes, we will be relying on your help.
Leave it to us.
We'll be waiting for the good news.
A series of twists and turns. What hour is it? 21. Him again. How long is the last one though? Because I need to go to bed early.
Of kidnapping cases. How exactly do we define the subject of a kidnapping, according to the regulations?
I suppose it's like an hour for one quest.
Aside from humans, do pets count? What about sentient non-human beings? Of course, melazines go without saying, but what about a being like Kakuku?
Kakuku!
I am surprised that you are unfamiliar with the legal provisions on this matter.
If I knew all the laws like the back of my hand, I wouldn't have ended up in the fortress of Meripede, would I?
I suppose.
That is no laughing matter, Risley.
That is no laughing matter, Riosley. I'm thinking. Wait, let me check real quick. How long is the last quest? If it's not like another hour, then I can just do it. What is this event called? Berling Waltz. Pirling. Day 3, I suppose. Wait. Act 3. 3. 3 Paloski. Wait, it lasts like 18 minutes or something? I feel like I'm being trolled. But probably not. Okay, let's see. If it's this short, then no problem. 8. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much. How are you? How's it going? Okay, go back.
It's a great way to find new inspiration.
Oh, I didn't see again. Being blind sure is hard. Okay. I hope it's one of the playable characters though, and not an NPC. Would be more interesting that way.
Novelette sent someone to contact us this morning. That must mean there's been some progress. No time to waste. Let's head out.
How far? Oh. Not that far. Was expecting something further away. They're just chilling. Hi there, my loves.
Hey everyone. We're not late, are we?
No, you're just in time. Well rested, I trust?
Staying busy keeps you sharp.
A great way to stay energetic, certainly.
Have you all started preparing?
We received word from Mr. Argenteau yesterday, confirming the time and location of the transaction. It'll take place this afternoon, and it turns out it'll be somewhere we all know pretty well, too. The Film Fantasyland restaurant.
Like, is there actually no minigames,
Oh, really?
or?
Huh. He sure does like that place.
But
Seems like you share our concerns, traveler.
Indeed. Capturing someone in a crowded event venue will be much more challenging than in an open area. The criminal might try to blend in with the crowd, or even escape by taking hostages. In light of this, we've had to make additional preparations. As soon as we received the news yesterday, we began coordinating with the Marechaussee Phantom and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
interesting.
We'll be deploying lots of undercover agents on site. If things go south, the safety of the civilians will be our top priority.
Are we saying chlorine or not?
Of course, fingers crossed, everything will go without a hitch.
Wait, there was Florina on the poster too.
I
Where
noticed
is
a bunch
she?
of familiar faces from the previous case, like Captain Chevres of the Special Patrol. So I'm feeling optimistic.
We'll trust your instincts then. Oh, yeah, and by the way, we've also been in communication with Miss Lapine Pauline and Miss Navia.
The Spina di Rosula will provide support within a controlled scope, so there's no need to worry.
The only potential issue is with Miss Escoffier.
She doesn't want to serve criminals. She wants to introduce them to her chopping board.
You know what? That might not be such a bad idea.
What the hell does she want to do? Yeah,
All right,
behave.
no more jokes. Miss Escoffier has made it clear that she doesn't want her restaurant to suffer any losses as a result of this operation. But,
We can consider that.
well, I have a feeling things might not go quite as smoothly as she hopes.
Is there anything I can do?
To be honest, we shouldn't have dragged you into this in the first place, and it's caused you quite enough trouble already. The Fontainian authorities should be able to handle the rest from here.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But still, I'm guessing you'd like to see how it all turns out.
Definitely.
Well then, feel free to head down to the scene, but just stay alert and play it by ear. You won't necessarily have to do anything, unless things go pear-shaped, of course.
I'll do my best to ensure that things don't escalate to that point. Of course. There is still a lot of unanswered questions, but our intel so far indicates that the culprit's from Natlan. Plus, I'm already a witness in this case. Might as well see this thing through to the end.
That's the Kinich we know and love.
The group go on to discuss the specific of the operation and things to watch out for. For once, the conversation goes surprisingly smoothly, perhaps because Akao and Kakuku aren't present. It just as well, really. Things could have gotten awkward if Ahao showed up and started cussing out the Novelette. I'm not gonna lie, I would like to see
that's
it.
enough of this small
That would
talk.
be funny.
The operation's scheduled for the afternoon. If we're quick enough, we'll even have time for a few cups of tea before we leave.
Oh, and let's grab something to eat too. Can't work on an empty stomach, you know.
But won't you just be watching?
And rooting for you. It's a very important job.
Alright, I'll head over to the venue now. Ahao's been harping on for days now about this event-exclusive meal he wants to try. Guess I might as well shut him up sooner rather than later. See you in a bit.
Okay,
I look forward to hearing how it all goes.
Oh, I missed his soft-spoken voice. ASMR Novelette beats you with a cane. Head to the target location. Can I teleport to this? Oh, I can. I can see because of how I positioned myself.
This beach seems to be getting livelier by
Oh,
the day.
there is Farina. Okay, I see Auroran, Aoife, Ahao, Charlotte, and Effie with Farina. And NPCs. Thanks in part, surely, to the undercover agents.
Traveler, Paimon's getting kind of hungry. Let's go check out the restaurant menu, shall we?
The guy of the case is going to be him. Alright, it's business time. What did they give it for? What is bro doing?
Your friend thought you might be thirsty. Won't you stay and drink it?
I tend to steer clear of drinks left out in the open.
You're surrounded. Give up and come with. Stop right there!
Oh look, a surprise performance!
Farina was so cute.
After him!
How did they lose him?
Sorry, my guy. Unlicensed and illegally docked. This boat's not going anywhere. Quick! Don't let him get away!
What?
Lowly worm! No one flies higher than the almighty Dragon Lord! Who's stealing my fun? Ah, you again! You're driving me crazy! Wow,
This is like some Looney Tunes shit. What the fuck? Bravo! That's a wrap. Why did he bow?
Unbelievable! You can't just drag someone around like that! Such blatant disregard for human life! I'm gonna sue the living daylights out of you!
Okay, let's see.
Will you now?
What the fuck is his name? Angovland. Sure.
I think I did you a favor by pulling you away from your audience. Saved you some face at the very least. As for whether you were facing up or down along the way, well, that was your decision, wasn't it?
Why, you...
What?
All right, I admit it. I was in the wrong. Oh, of course I know the difference between right and wrong, but I had no choice. I desperately needed the money.
For what?
I was an expert on ancient relics. Not only did I have a successful career, but a happy family too. But my son, I never imagined he'd turn out this way. Fell in with the wrong crowd and ended up shoulder deep in gambling. We had some savings, but he drained them away like a waterfall. Once he fell into debt, he had creditors regularly coming over to threaten and intimidate him. I'm his father. How could I just stand by and watch him suffer like that? Oh, my son is about the same age as you are. If only he could have turned out more like you. That's the only reason I needed the money. Please, believe me. You... Please, kid, I'm begging you. Help me. I see you're from Natland too. That makes us brothers. Please, have mercy. I still have a chance to help my son straighten himself out. But only if I get back. If I go to prison now, he'll be doomed, I tell you, doomed! And isn't standing together and fighting for a better future what families do?
What are you saying?
Our fate is in your hands, young man. Please, have a heart.
Something wrong, Kanich? Gone soft, have we?
I don't believe a word you say. Wriothesley had you just about figured out. You're a gambler. Pure and simple.
Do you have a problem with gamblers?
A gambler? Me? Nonsense! I told you, it's my son!
It's my son. He's so very sick.
First of all, are you really from Natlan? You've been keeping tabs on the gun's whereabouts this whole time. You should have recognized at least one familiar face by now. On top of that, the way you threatened to sue me? Spoken like a true Fontainian, if you ask me.
Huh? What kind of logic is that? I can explain. I actually grew up in...
I don't want to hear another word. Ahau, here's your chance. Shut someone else up for once.
The moment I've been waiting for. Eat this, scumbag!
He's just gonna dodge. Wait. No?
Being a compulsive liar is one of the hallmarks of a die-hard gambler. I bet you're just a Fontainian pretending to be from Natlan. Even if you have any friends or family to speak of, I'm guessing they've long since cut all ties with you. And you have your depraved ways to thank for that. Of course, I might be wrong.
I was beating him up.
But does that matter? I'm just here to
Why
arrest
was
you.
Karina in like
If you're looking for an advocate or a
3
shoulder to
second
cry on,
cutscene only?
you're out of luck.
I got
Besides,
baited.
prying the truth out of you is exactly what your beloved courts are for. Isn't that right?
That's right. Chevrous. It's been a while, Mr. Kinich. The special patrol will take this criminal off your hands now.
Many thanks.
Please, I should be one thanking you for all the help you've given us.
And me? What about me? So rude. You should be bowing down in gratitude to the almighty Dragon Lord.
As you wish, my thanks to you too, also. And also to Mr. Kakuku for show-stopping performances.
Hey, what do you mean? Hold it right there!
Are you okay, Kinich?
Don't worry. I'm fine. I wasn't the one who just got dragged all the way here.
You seemed a little upset just now.
Little Kanich, thinking back to when you were just an itty-bitty boy, Kanich, aren't ya? Don't start crying like a little baby. I am the almighty Dragon Lord! No servant of mine will be seen acting so weak and pathetic in public!
What are you on about?
It didn't even say anything. Bad how bad.
Still, I suppose there's no point hiding it from you. To put it plainly, I can't stand gamblers.
Yeah, I can't stand you too, so leave.
They're the most irresponsible people in the entire world. No respect for the principle that you have to give in order to get. They'll tell 1,000 lies for a single coin, deluding themselves into thinking they can use it to gamble their way to a vast fortune. But we all know that even when it looks like you're getting something for free, there's always an unseen cost. In the past, I also ended up paying a price for my father's gambling losses. I don't want anyone else to end up in a similar situation if I can help it.
Suddenly, how is behaving?
Don't feel sorry for me. I certainly don't feel sorry for myself. They say that people are shaped by their past. And since I've made it this far, I must have done a lot of things right. We should never punish ourselves for the mistakes of others. Instead, I choose to remember the moments that helped me grow.
Where is the annoying remark from Ahau? I feel uneasy.
Like when I first learned to use a grappling hook.
That's adopts.
Or the very first time I yearned for knowledge.
That is adopts as well. I get it.
Yeah, I believe you. Let's get going. If we don't head back soon, we'll cause more unnecessary worry.
Right. Oh, it's just... Is Farina there? She's like on this fucking poster with Effie and Navia.
Adaptive frosting.
Oh, that's going to be so quiet. Wait. What? Oh, girl. She was standing right there. Hello. Hello.
Traveler, it's you! Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew?
I can hear my son cry under my door. I think. Let's do this.
It's time, dear partner and Paimon, for us to turn our attention to the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland. As I mentioned, the park was started up by enthusiasts who brought in the Spina di Rosula to handle the planning, construction, and operations. Of course, enthusiasts aren't typically all-around experts. They usually stick to designing the event booths. We, for our part, handle long-term operations and develop standardized strategy guides for the different activities.
Long-term operations? Strategy? It all sounds so complicated. We spend most of our time adventuring and we barely have any experience running a stall. Do you think we can handle this?
Not every big boss went to business school, you know. We've done plenty of big businesses ourselves.
That's more like it. You've seen it all before, haven't you, partner? I'd even go as far as to say you've shaped some of Tevat's biggest business ventures.
Where's my revenue?
Anyway, first things first. Let's get an overview of how the whole festival's gonna be run.
Oh, now we get the minigames, alright. Okay, I will not play them on the controller though.
As you can see, our fantasy land's a bit like a sugar-free macaron right now. Several areas are still... The Spina's only been able to hire a limited number of
So I should
craftsmen.
have actually spoken to
Besides,
Charlotte.
we don't have enough experience to handle multiple projects That's why I chose to adopt a time slot-based planning method, so we can focus on specific tasks, upgrading facilities, expanding the venue, hiring...
Okay.
So it's our job to allocate precious time slots in each business. As we attract more guests and earn money to add to our funds, which will allow us to divide each cycle into finer time slots.
So we'll be limited in the decisions we can, which means we have to use our limited actions, kind of like playing chess or cards then.
Leave, yes, leave.
Thinks she
What the fuck is the question? Go to sleep.
feel about it, traveler?
Or at least lay down, I guess. Sounds right up my ally. Guess we'll learn on the job.
Yep, come on, we can do this. You mentioned standardized strategy guides just now. Does that mean there are non-standard ways to take part too?
Of course. Film and entertainment mean different things to different people. And there's gonna be a wide range of exciting activities for people to try out. If we're not careful, some visitors might wander off and end up getting in trouble. And others might pick up dangerous props by mistake. To avoid confusion, we need to create a standardized strategy guide for each activity. Just think of it like...
Oh, my bones cracked so loud. I doubt the mic picked it up though. I see, so you want me to be your test player. Sure.
Wow, if we're the first ones to test it, but if we hit a tough spot, we'll just have to rely on our skill.
Hopefully it goes without saying that I'd never put you in danger, partner.
I
carefully checked all the existing activities before you arrived, and I can assure you that they're all perfectly safe. I also wanted you to experience the activities before anyone else gets to. It'll be fun. Plus, we'd like to hear your thoughts and suggestions.
Let me to Charlotte. Charlotte. Charlotte's Web.
Great. Well, I can't wait to hear
The
what you think.
wank.
Your input is super important to us. All right, then. Let's start with eclectic escapades and put our first guide together.
Oh god, let me out. I'm actually gonna be stuck in the tutorial. Yes. Yeah, no, I'm going to Charlotte.
Yay! Traveler Kanichi, you're back!
I'm impressed they did voice it though. I think in Inazuma event they didn't voice anyone. Or did they? I don't think so. For like explanations.
We just saw Chevro's taking the criminal away. She looked pretty pleased with herself.
Well, it did go smoother than expected. Our opponent was pretty weak.
So after so much running in circles, turns out he had no fight in him, huh? Guess running away was the only trick up his sleeve. Oh, also, Risley said to let you know that he's already left. He went to report back to the Palais Mermonia. Apparently, the Mari show say Phantom's preparing to carry out an in-depth investigation into illegal gambling activities. Sounds like they'll have their hands full. Anyway, that's for the Palais to worry about.
What?
Not really our concern.
I mean, okay, I'm not complaining. I'm just curious. Why is how it's so quiet? Judging by how fast the Duke took off, I would say he was avoiding my camera. But I guess I missed that by now.
Hey, it's not like you to give up so easily, Charlotte.
She is possessed. It's fine. I got plenty of other great shorts. Back there, more than enough for a front page spread. And on that note, this busy reporter needs to scoot. Those photos won't develop themselves. Okay, bye.
Make sure you pick the best shots of Paimon. Oh, already gone. Hope she heard that.
You can trust her judgment, Paimon. She's a professional photographer.
Yeah, you're right. But what took you all so long to get here? Did something happen?
Ahau bonked his head and started crying.
Rumors and slander!
Yeah, fuck you, little guy.
Dragon Lord, Kahula how! Ever sunk to such sniveling!
often, actually.
Anyway, what's next?
To be honest, I haven't decided yet. At the moment, I've got nothing urgent to get back for. And in any case, the court might need me to testify again.
Well, that does make sense.
Plus, that gun's still a key piece of evidence. I'll probably have to wait until the case is closed before I can return it to Natlan.
So like 8 more days, I think. The event
So,
days.
I guess I'll be sticking around to enjoy the beach a little longer.
Sure. Wait, Furina was actually here just to like appear on this story on the cutscene for 3 seconds? Seriously? When Nava is waiting here for... What the hell? Wait, where is... Wait, what? Oh, this is... Okay. Interesting. Wait. Where is Aoife? I've seen him. I am... Well, I will go to sleep if I don't find him, because I need to get like at least 5 hours of sleep. Wait, will the Novi be here? Maybe? With... Oh wait, I maybe will play some music. I don't think anyone's gonna be talking now. It's quiet. Too quiet, mayhaps? Like, this should be fine. Nobilette? Oh, it pisses me off how we can never see them, like in Star Rail. Oh, 6 days left. So are they just not gonna appear anymore? I have to talk to Eva. The platypus I didn't get. I suppose they aren't here anymore. Because sometimes after the events you can like meet the characters just chilling around. It was like that during the Fontaine event. With Ayaka and Ayato. You could like meet Nuvilet, you could meet them separately as well. I don't remember who else was there. I think you could meet like Linny and Lynette. I don't remember though. Maybe it was a different quest. I can't tell. Where could they be though? Maybe somewhere from here. I doubt it though, because I didn't see them at the spot. They were present in the dialogue, like in the background, but then they kind of disappeared. Hello? I need a bike to go around. Here's the pretty dog and ladies, I suppose. Oh, last time there was also Chiori, Navia and Chlorine were here chilling. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get back here. And I'll just go. This is so weird. That's Rina is literally on the art. Where the hell? Maybe she will be one of the mini games in one of the mini games, but I don't think that will do. Well, whatever. I need to sit up my poor old bones. Oh god. Oh lord. Okay. Oh, the cam is so messed up now. But I know why. Well, either way then. I'm gonna go sleep. I have an appointment so early to get to like completely different Providence, so yeah. Next stream, I don't know. Is it like I keep checking it? I have a lot of university stuff, and it's time for my bachelor thesis. So, yeah.